Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Off the option, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jack. Black Ultra. Set. Go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Edo Blue.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got a man. That's caught on the sideline. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
A play fake. Now Young. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Here we go. Set.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fierce. Yellow. Red. Cycle.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Young from the shotgun. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action.
Blue striker. White. White. Claws red. Ready?
Young on first down. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was... This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
1st and 10, Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Let's go, Charge.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
At the 33-yard line.
Okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Slide through. 6. Mega. 7.
Now Young. Flushed out right. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Come on, set. Drill green.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, ready. Green Jack. Black Ultra. Zoom Black.
Back to it after the pick six. Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
On second down, Young. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 29, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready?
To throw on second down is Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Herbert now on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blue striker. Hut.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now a second down throw for Young. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Red, yellow. Ready?
From the red zone now, Young. And this one's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It'll be Young again. Surveying the field. They still can't get him. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Slide blue. Hey, blue.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That throw by Young incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go. Set.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Ready?
It's Young off play action.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Edo blue. Hey.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Red, cycle. Blue, go.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Blue strikers. Faster, faster.
Throwing, Young. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
White, white. Claws red. Go red. Ready?
Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the interception, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Field, black.
Now here's Young. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Young on 3rd and 2. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Ready. On the ball.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Set.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Quick throw complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for two. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running on first down, Eckler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds Smith and Jigba. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Once more, here's Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Chargers! Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Chargers 36, Panthers 29.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Hey, red. Sit. Mega. Set.
Young looks to throw on first down. That's caught by Chosen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready?
Young on first down. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. Complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This is 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Come on, set.
Here comes 2nd down.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, blue. Hey.
Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll get this down to the 38. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And the Chargers first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Outright to Smith-Njigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go pink. Set, huh?
Here's Young.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Zoom black. Hey, hey, blue. Yellow, go. Hey, green. Ready?
Now Young.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.